Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. How excited am I that it's Sunday and it's time to do the puzzle. So, whew. Now, let's get into this. I have to say, I had a slight technical issue, and so I've already started the puzzle, but as soon as I realized what was happening, I stopped it, and here we are. So, let me get back over to where I want to be, and let's jump back in to the puzzle. You can see I paused it here because I've already started, but I mean, literally, I'm like 6 minutes in or 3 minutes in. So you haven't missed anything. By the way, my name's Katie. I do the New York Times crossword puzzle every day and share the solution here. And on Sundays, I solve live. And part of the reason that I don't always solve live is I have 2 chaotic dogs who make my life crazy when it comes to sitting down at this desk, which is what happened here. So we've got Hannah, that is giving us this puzzle. And as soon as I pause this, I want you to see how weird this puzzle looks, because this is not our usual square grid. This is a rectangular grid. I can't remember the last time I saw a grid that didn't have the exact dimensions. Sundays are bigger than the rest of the week, but this is a whole nother thing. And just to remind us, the thing here is big draw. The theme is big draw. So you can see I'm 4 minutes in and I've got a couple things here which you can catch up on. They were pretty straightforward, nothing exciting that I found so far. So let's just get back to going here. Unreal? Fake. Would it be? Closest living relative of the circled letters. Okay, now let me explain why I think this could be. This is a total guess, but I think this is fake. And okapi is one of the only animals or words that I can think of that would start OK, that are in English. I don't know if okapi is actually in English, but we don't change the spelling of it. So I'm going to try that. This I don't love. Why we would have an A and an E. Oh, except in this situation where you have something like bod. First spoke sheepishly. Okay, that's someone who really wants to get okapi in and is like, how do I get an A and an E together here? All right. Up to snuff is able. And I said before, the last time I tried this, I'm drinking like a half calf today. I'm not sure that it's enough. We'll see. What sets the tone? Clef. And let's see, we sure have a lot of... Now notice, in the symmetry of the puzzle, even though it's rectangular, our puzzle is still perfectly symmetrical as a grid. That like 180 symmetry, where it's like if you fold it in half, it's the same, and if you fold it down, it's the same. The circles, however, are not. So when it comes to big draw, I'm not sure what we're going to find, but let's keep going. Calms, sedates, and verify, as an editor might, fact check, I think. Now, so far, all of these answers have been so straightforward. Everything good? Taste okay? Taste okay? Show groups. Casts, yeah, like a cast of a musical, or a play. Natural predispositions. Okay. Okay, this is going to be an S, and this is social security number that I'm pretty good about. And I suspect builds is erects. Because it's a great second letter word going down. So each of these makes sense that they could be second letters for these across. I haven't a clue. Writing technique used by circled letters. Let's just look at 76 across because that seems to be the thing. No. Annual June 21 celebration of the animal depicted in this puzzle by connecting the circled letters. Oh, come on. I hate it when themes make you connect letters, like draw on the puzzle. Already, I'm annoyed. We've got a lot of something going on out there. Woo! Okay, let's see what we can find here. National Park in Utah. Arches? That's the one with that, like, arch, you know? The one that they swing through? Famous. Hey! Here, try a sample. Take one? Take one. Fighting technique. All over the place. Erratic, I think. I haven't a clue. Beats me. And wow. That I have no idea. Yeah, so this would be stick, the alternative to automatic, which is becoming very hard to find now. I mean, when was the last time you actually saw a manual shift car in the United States? Semi-aquatic carnivore. Oh my God, I have no idea. Okay, medical diagnostic. I believe this is going to be ECG, which is a heart test, because this is going to be ING, and that gives us mink. That checks out. What I don't know here is this, and I don't want to try to solve that right now. So let's just keep going. Launch pads in disc golf. T-pads? Maybe? Alright. All the golfers these days, I have no idea. When I played this in like the 90s, I knew every golfer. I've gone through like phases of watching different sports. Similar to tennis was big for me like 15, 20 years ago. And now I'm like, who cares? Okay, laptop mode is going to be sleep. This is interesting then. Of course, that is going to be a name. What I'm learning here is the name we're filling in is probably the last name, and Yanni is the first name. The Jetsons' son is Elroy. His boy, Elroy. Do wrong? Air. Gotta love air. Shows up every single puzzle. Whatchamacallit? I don't know. Physicians specializing in reproductive health. Well, typically this would be OBGYN, but it's going to be gyno, and I am disgusted by that. I do not like that. No one calls them that. Please. Free. Not something, maybe? This goes in one ear. Oh. One. Like some flights. Will you hang on just a minute, please? Because I gotta talk to some dogs. They're absolutely silent until I turn this thing on. And then it is crazy chaos. Like, enough already. They're just one problem. I do love my dog. I love them. I dote on them. But honestly, so annoying. They're just one problem after another. Oh. No. Okay. I want to do that. I think this could be sets. So in math, when you have those curly brackets, you're talking about sets or arrays, like it's a statistical kind of thing. I think it's likely that, because Belgrade resident would be a Serb, you know, Serbia, Serb. Sometimes intentional genes feature, RIP. And looked upon, restrict. Areas of influence are spheres. Love that. Spanish direction, este, which is east, right? Offering in lieu of cash refund, perhaps. I don't know. Okay, this is some kind of animal. Teeny tiny, eensy. I'm gonna spell that right. Every so often. Every so often. Now this is weird. Looked upon. Beheld? I think it can only be that. Belle Biv DeVoe. That's a 90s band for ya. That girl is poison. Restrict. Tie down. Excellent. Oh. Term for groups of... Now, you'd think this would be towers. Is this going to be giraffes, and that is why the puzzle's so long? Big draw. And I wonder, oh my god, I want this story to be true, because if groups of giraffes are called towers, my whole life is made. Let's see. In lieu of a cash refund, store credit. And let's check here. I'm pretty sure that's exactly right. Yeah, certain natural hairstyle would be. And toe to toe, it is towers. And this could be not right, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just keep plugging along here. They're just one problem after another. Tap products. There could be a bunch of different taps we're talking about. This could be like a tap for a keg, a tap for a sink, something else. Temporarily gave. Lended? Well, okay. So if it is an L in some world, this would give us ales, and I'm fine with that. So let's just try that. Attended as a lecture, sat in on, maybe? Oh. Okay, maybe this is IQ tests, which this scares me. 1 or something. Oh, this goes in one ear. Q-tip. So what gave me pause here is as soon as I fill in a Q, I immediately go and fill a U. And so I was looking UI. I'm like, oh no, but Q-tip goes in one ear, which technically it should not. That's terrible advice. Don't put Q-tips in your ears. I hear they are too small and can damage things. Does that mean I listen to that advice? No. So I'm not a doctor. And I'm not a pool man. 1, I don't know. Maybe international? Temporarily gave, lent to, perhaps? I'm just trying to do my thing here. Long hooded cloak, that's also the author's name. Oh, an author's name. I don't know. White dwarf phenomenon. Nova? A white dwarf is a star. And so a white dwarf that's dying, I think I think that's what a white dwarf is. It's a star that's dying, so that would make sense because the death of a star is a nova when it explodes and then it leaves a black hole. I want you to be honest. Well, that's got to be a vowel. Let's keep going. Vermont's summer hours is EDT, Eastern Daylight, and Chicago's Adler Planetarium. Not Irene, like Sherlock Holmes. I don't remember Adler's name. I think he was an architect, actually. Threads around a forum. Toga. You think it's going to be like a Reddit something. No, no. Love that. All right, let's see what we have here. Boy, you're asking too much. Or what you might say after following the instructions. Seriously, was I not complaining about that minutes ago? After following the instructions. Okay, well, that's going to be fun and appropriate. Is it okay for us to leave? Can we go? Ha 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 ha. ROTL, maybe? But I don't know. So let's hang on. I need to take another pause here because I'm pretty sure my dog's eating something that could be deadly. Okay, apologies. She's fine, but a pair of my socks isn't. You know, dogs, they are so much like toddlers in that if they don't have your attention all the time, they will get it somehow. This, I'm thinking, has to be a love. Live. I want you to be honest. I don't know. Let's just keep going here. Part of a wasp. Okay. Part of wasp. I misread it wrong. So they mean the acronym WASP, White Anglo-Saxon Protestant, right? Look at this. Salt's formula is NaCl, sodium chloride. Also not a chemist, but I do know that. Traps during a storm. I'm gonna say in. Snow in. No. Rain in. I don't know. We'll see. It's something in, I firmly believe. Pennsylvania School for short could be Penn. Part of a mailing address. I don't know. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. I'm just saying. Maybe it's World Giraffe Day? Which, okay, halfway and also very clever that the puzzle is so tall. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. And it means I don't have to go back and try to connect all these letters. The chances of me doing that are very slim. But can we celebrate how cool this is that a group of giraffes is called a tower? I mean, of course it would be. Okay, look at this. Ta-da! Oh. This is going to be something tall order. And so funny. And this is going to be rolling on the floor laughing. ROFL. Boundaries. Limits. I love that. And sneaker brand. Oh. I was just gonna say FIFA. That is not a speaker or a sneaker. We'll pick that up in a minute. Vow. Oh. Okay, it's one for the history books. Now the answer, I believe, is going to be eon. I have a problem with this. History does not speak in eons. An eon is a scientific term. An era would be a time for history, right? It's one for the history books. This is going to be New York Stock Exchange because it tells us in brief. So we know that this is right. Point of order. I take issue with that. It's, I mean, like close, but not quite, you know. If we're going to do it, let's do it right. Limber would be live. Oh yeah, Fila. Well, I guess that brand is like more popular with the young kids today. I've never worn a Fila shoe, nor do I intend to ever wear anything Fila. So, sorry. Political exile, I believe, is an emigre, spelled that way. And satchel with a gendered name, man bag. Okay, maybe this is not right because this is going to be something with me. Level with me. Level. Okay. I was misreading. I didn't see that this was an L here. So we're good there. Oh, hi. Surprised to see you here. I like that. Big garage, essentially. They're sent after save the date cards. Invites. Now, I'll be honest. I don't love this either because what is sent after a save the date card is an invitation. Invite is a verb. And so I don't like that we have this clue, which is quite straightforward, and we have the answer, which is kind of casual or like a colloquial way of saying it. I feel like I don't like that. Note my annoyance. I envy you. Big garage, hanger, and 8 bits is a byte. Yeah? And what do we have? Get! Come on, get! Like I said to my little dog as she was getting in her crate because she ate a pair of my socks. Man, is she working for Amazon? All I do is order socks all day long. Cancels out, negates, and oh boy. Okay, well, Balzac is a poet, and I won't. Become wild. So I think this is going to be get something. Filter option. I don't know. Memo abbreviation, I think, is this, attention. You don't see so many memos in certainly my business. I've never seen like a typed memo. I mean, what a weird thing. But it's true. I mean, that's MLB team whose stadium is less than 10 miles from another MLB teams. I think this is Mets. For a lot of good reasons. It fits. It's in New York, so the Yankees are, pretty close. They're both downtown. And Mets is a great bottom word because it is the end of a bunch of words. Price for a return, perhaps. Tone could be hue, and I'm going to fill it in just because we don't have anything going on over here. Defeats without difficulty. I think this could be out, something out, but oh, Hindu god. With an elephant head. Well, I feel good about this being correct, at least. I don't know that right off the bat. Okay. I hope this is not right, but I have seen this in here and I don't think it's a thing. I think we're making stuff up now. I also don't know if it's right. Certain sib would be cis. So on these, when I take a guess and I'm like, I think this is it, I pick the shortest or the most likely to be able to be cross-checked. So a P is a good a P is a good letter to cross-check on because you'll kind of see right away if it's wrong. However, I've been thwarted because here we have a Spanish phrase. So, ¿qué pasa contigo? Could it be pasa? Let's see if this tree whose leaves are eaten by. Okay, I think this is acacia. And I think, yes. So I think this is pasa. This, which I just glanced at, testify is give witness. And so I feel good about this. Or it could be que paso, but I don't think it is. Small hair superhero whose catchphrase starts with up and atom. Oh. I don't know. But we have defeats without difficulty, I think is aces out, which would be maybe a tennis reference. Have I ever heard anybody say that? I have not. Is it possible? Sure. And I wonder if this is Ganesha. Let's try it. There's very few other options for what that could be. Be part of as a film is act in, I think, and price for return would be a ransom. So I think we're on. Okay, good. We did well in that section. Ayala, I think is how we say it, and owies. Now those never bother me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's a kid reference and, you know. 10 minus 2. Oh. 10 minus, wait, 10 minus 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? Minus 2, that should be 8. Oh, that's not great. Traps during a storm. Oh. This doesn't. I'm going to take this out because I don't think that's right. Now, here's the thing. I think this is an N, but I don't know what that does for us here. Capote? Capote? Maybe it's capote. I don't know. The long hooded cloak, but capote is the name of an author, and I like that. Okay, follower of X or Y is axis. And once again, this is going to be something, a tall order. Boy, you're asking too much. Now, I would think we would say something like, that's a tall order. So, yeah, this doesn't look right. So give to me, nice try. I tried, that's not working out. Now, part of a mailing address in brief that ends in X. Oof. Oof. What? Now, again, this could be pit. Oh. It doesn't solve this problem that we have when a P is here, but it does solve this. And that would allow us to put this in, which was my first instinct. And popular browser for accessing the dark web. How do I know? Do I look like someone who's on Silk Road? No. However, okay, well, I'm an idiot because this is the down clue. This does give us Ocho, which is the answer to this clue. That's what I was trying to. And we get ices in here. P.O. Box. P.O. Box. See, the multiple words sometimes really do us dirty on those, but that's okay. Free is no cost. Whatchamacallit? Noun. I'm unthrilled with that. A noun, please. All right. Be at. Be. Oh my God. All right, we're gonna have to save that. Let's come back up here. I really want to just figure this out. Necking. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank God. I can only leave one of these I have no idea answers because I'll show you what happened. It's not pretty and I'm not proud of it, but oh, French for yellow. Oh crap. Like, okay, tick off is going to be anger. Let's try to get that French for yellow by solving some of these others because that's like on the tip of my tongue. Pizzazz is elan. See that a lot. And I think this is going to be almond something. What is this? Common holder of pens. Yeah, sure. Almond oil, I think, is probably what that is going to end up being. For pattern on a giraffe, I would think this is spots. Give a buzz is phone. And let's keep spots in mind. I'm not going to commit to it just yet. Practically speechless. I don't know. Okay, well, we know for sure we have yellow. Explain to me how we ever get yellow from this. I was thinking about this today. I get how Italian and Spanish are Romance languages, like born of Latin origin. They also say French is a Romance language. I don't know how. It looks totally different. It works differently, like the verb structure and everything is different. I just don't understand how. So if you are a linguist or a studier of those languages, please educate me. I can also Google this, but I've tried to get French and I just cannot. Okay, mathematical constant equal to 2 times pi. I have no idea. I want this to be Ant-Man, but it's not. Farm play area. Farm play area. Takes the more effort. Okay, we need. Oh. This could be Ewok. I would just assume that an Ewok is the species. Like a dog, you know? Or something. Art museum that awards the annual Turner Prize. Oh God. You know, Ewok is a total guess. It could be completely not correct. I think this is Tet. It's the only holiday I know that's 3 letters. I also, you know, I'm going to take this out because K and T down there, that's spooky. But I think likely that's correct. Yoda. Yeah, and this is the Tate Gallery. I think it's modern. Becomes wild. Gets fateful day. Ides, the Ides, which is the 15th, specifically of March, because of, I think, Hamlet. Is that where they talk about the Ides of March? YouTube button with 2 lines. Pause. Not just a YouTube button, but okay. Minimally. We'll find out. Starchy plant part. Lotus root. Okay. Becomes wild as a party. Gets lit. Now, here's where I think we need something in the clue to tell us that this is going to be slangy. Because, or this is just really colloquial right now, because I would never get that just straight off the bat. Okay, this is spots, I'm certain of it. Minimally a tad. And could this be Spooner? So there are Spoonerisms. I didn't know he was a clergy, you know. Practically speechless. What? That's crazy looking, but oh, Morcus from Orc, 1970s TV, you know, genius and chaotic all at the same time. Digital know-it-all. Siri, which is hilarious because Siri doesn't know jack. Siri can't even function. I mean, come on. Hilarious. Okay, this is going to be Elks, and guess what? This makes sense. Practically speechless is horse, and we have Elks here. Reindeer cousins, and we have, indeed, tis. So, you know, okay, fine. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there, and what's our time? 40 minutes. You know, we've had a lot of pause and reorientation, so I'm not mad at that. Let's keep going here. I wonder if this is pair, like father. Filter option. Filter for like a camera would be sepia, right? Farm play area. I'm thinking this is pit of some sort. Oh, and this is Peebo Bryson. I can show you the world. Did not know he was dead. R.I.P. Peebo. Debuted to stockholders. Okay, so this is going to be something IPO, I think. Let's see. Okay. Start to take off as a onesie. I believe this is going to be zip, but I don't know what's 3 letters that would go, you know, before zip. I would think unzip, but I don't know. Let's see. Something running at a bar. Okay, maybe it's not zip, because I think this would be a tab, but okay. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. Let's abandon that because this is interesting. Self-reflection question could be, who am I? Habitat for. Oh, I wonder if this is an A, and this would be Savannah, because I think that's right. You reap what you sow. Okay, feeling good about that. Maybe this is went IPO. I'm going to try it just because, logically speaking, it makes sense it would be that. Bit of superhero wear would be a cape. Yeah, open tab right here. Oh, and it's not zip, it's snap. On snap. Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Takes little effort. Oh. Takes little effort. Comes easy? If this is Adam Ant, I have a question. Adam Ant, right? That was my question, because I'm like, Adam Ant was a singer in the 80s, but it's Atom Ant, I think. And maybe this is Ta? Oh my God, what is happening? Haven't I? Oh, hold up. Let's not get too excited here, because maybe this is aren't I. Okay, we're fine. Corn pit? Please tell me that's not true. But it's gonna be. Let's see if this is right. Oh, we still have this one up here. Okay. Oh, it's bear witness. Bear witness. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go back to this puzzle, because I want to show you. You get the giraffe. Congratulations. You know what? This to me is extremely clever. So 2 thumbs up to Hannah for this puzzle. I think that's very funny. But here's the little strategery I was going to do if I couldn't get this. And what a great example of like giving it a second thought a little later once you've thought about it can sometimes solve all your problems, because I just couldn't see what that was going to be. So the answer is Tor, which does make sense. That's where you can download all of the, high pirated software and stuff. But here's the strategy that I use when I get to this point where the rest of the puzzle solves and I'm down to one letter that I can't figure out. And it is in this scenario where it's the end letter of a word. What I will do if I am completely stuck is if you put your cursor at the end of the word, you can just type through the whole alphabet. Like I said, not proud of it, not proud, but I do it because sometimes it's the only answer. Okay, so congrats. We solved the puzzle today in a decent amount of time. It's a little bit longer. I think my best might be 20 minutes for us, but I think the Sunday average is 40 minutes, and today we solved it in 44:28. So, and that was with the unfortunate restart at the beginning of this. So I am for it. I don't know if you stuck around for the whole thing or you've been watching it on double speed. Either way, thanks for being here. It's always fun and exciting to solve a puzzle live, for real. And, if you will, subscribe. I'm trying to get the word out that I do the New York Times every day, and I always share my solution here. So with that, happy Father's Day, happy World Giraffe Day. Who knew, but now we're aware. And yeah, I hope it's a good one. I hope it's a good one for you. So I'll be back here tomorrow with the quick, breezy Monday solve. But until then, enjoy the end of your weekend. What a lovely day. We here are going to celebrate all the fathers with cookout. A little bit of barbecue action. So yeah, I hope you do something fun as well, or not. Do whatever is right for you, is what I say. I will see you tomorrow.